Chapter 12. 12:25 a.m. Also, howdy y'all, welcome back to Ghost Trick with Tara.
Hi.
It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective JOWD's daughter, Camila, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. Oh boy. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. That the kidnapper had been holed up in Camila's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone.
But Camila? Camila? Why do they have Camila? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister.
Damn, Lynn! I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. It looks like the kidnappers have made a mistake somehow.
The poor girl. Kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. Oh, so she does know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too much.
It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists, too. Like the kidnappers winding up and using Camila's old house as their hideout.
There's no way it can just be coincidence.
And them sensing my presence as well. They seem to know about the powers of the dead.
I just don't understand any of it.
I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back!
No. Oh, with COVID, that line is so much different.
I know, right? Social distance or we'll kill ya!
Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister. It wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped.
Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. Ah! How can I believe in you? I'm a realist!
So am I. If you don't believe what you said, see for yourself. Just call home and...
I tried calling 100 times! My wife won't answer!
She won't?
It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing?
But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal?
It doesn't prove it!
Good point.
And I'm being watched! I can't have the police go check for me!
Sister can go check, we've already been over there!
Yeah, we have the phone number. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed! What difference does it make if it's not my daughter?
Oh, good thing that he does actually care about the hostage, about Camila, even if he doesn't like know who she is.
Yeah. Whoo-wee, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle.
Oh, shit. How long has he been standing there?
Good question, I don't have an answer. Miss me, baby?
Inspector Cabanilla! She's probably internally going prep.
I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is.
What?
He brought JOWD here.
That makes no damn sense.
It will eventually.
Detective JOWD? Detective JOWD, I'm so sorry. I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I am so sorry.
Why does it say you're playing Final Fantasy Online?
Because I have the login screen up.
Ah. Lynn, please don't apologize to me.
Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and student. It brings a tear to my eye.
I kind of want to hit him now for some reason.
Lynn doesn't really know that JOWD's innocent. She just believes it from the bottom of her heart. The execution and kidnapping are real threats, and time marches on. I'll gather information and see if I can think of something. This all relates back to me somehow. I just know it.
You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanella, that the execution was tonight?
I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you.
And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective JOWD could never have done such a thing.
Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing.
Huh?
I know two things to be true and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty. And two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby?
If that's the case, don't do something stupid. Don't go do something stupid. Oh, thank God. Why did you bring him here?
Whatever do you mean, young lady?
He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishments. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons. So were all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend?
Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn.
But Detective JOWD!
I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be.
But...
Okay, let's see.
Okay,
I think we should talk to this guy first. Let's see.
My poor Amelie, is she alright?
Actually, the girl who was kidnapped is named Camila.
Why is a dream talking to me in my head again?
wait a minute. Amelie? Could that be the Amelie next door?
Yes, I think so.
Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door.
No, not me. My wife. It's, complicated.
Are they in the middle of getting a divorce?
Pretty much. She kind of doesn't like him right now. Yeah, I bet it would be pretty hard to admit she left him.
The minister's wife ran away on him? Maybe they grew apart with him being so busy. He's right there, you know.
In more ways than one, she's both standing next to him and they're both in the land of the dead right now. Yeah, I bet you're right.
Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head!
Okay, so now I think we should go to Rhonda's apartment. That should shed some light on this subject.
Also, if I remember correctly, wasn't it kind of implied that Rhonda kidnapped Amelie?
Something like that. Huh? What's going on? Camila's the one who was kidnapped. But this little girl's bed is empty too.
Maybe she's somewhere in the...
Where could she have gone? Oh, there's Rhonda. While her husband and daughter's situation changes from hour to hour, only the lady's outpouring of words of love continues on without change.
If she disappeared, if Amelie Che disappeared, Well, and Rhonda was right there and didn't notice. She's a horrible fucking parent.
She's the worst Mother of the Year award winner.
Oh,
I have to admit, I admire her dedication, but I'm worried about her daughter. I'll stop by again later to see what's happening. Okay, so this isn't where we were supposed to go. Nope, it was trick, sorry. Maybe park? Time doesn't exactly pass as we do this, it's just gonna... I just forget where we're supposed to go next. The entrance to a nearly deserted, dimly lit park. Hey, look at that! The detective is back. Camila! Without knowing the situation, the scene would be pretty suspicious. Alright, that was wrong too, apparently. I guess back to the minister. Oh yeah, we gotta... I'm a moron, we have to tell JOWD what happened to Camila. Terry, your brother's a moron.
nah, he's just forgetful like me. Also, they're using spears when presumably guns would probably have been invented at this point in time.
I think they're just for show. You know, like, you know, certain things that are really useless, but people just have them for, like, show and stuff.
So basically, like ceremonial armor, that kind of thing?
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, golly, I just realized I left my phone in the other room. I gotta go get it in case Mom calls. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Mom would have had a stroke if she wasn't able to hear from me. Okay. Now that that's taken care of, let's talk to Detective JOWD.
So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something has happened, something about a kidnapping.
Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter.
That's terrible. What's their demand?
The carrying out of your execution tonight.
I had no idea I was so hated.
Presumably he knows something he shouldn't and they want him gone.
Oh yeah. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple.
It's not that simple!
Why not?
Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camila!
What? Camila?
I checked it out for myself. I'm positive.
No! It can't be!
And by the way, Camila told me something very interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camila herself.
What? What are you talking about?
Don't listen to him! I'm the one that shot her! I'm the one who shot Alma! And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it!
Yeah, but your daughter would have lost both her parents.
Yeah. He's not very bright in this situation. He's blinded by grief, I suppose.
Camila won't have to suffer any more after tonight.
Yeah,
That's to brief you and her mother, you jackass.
moron, more like. He has a good heart, but he's looking in the wrong direction. For a capable detective, you see some incredibly misguided things.
Ugh!
You dying is not going to end that little girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours.
Is it true what Camila said?
Why don't you tell us what you know? The murder 5 years ago.
To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work and she went in first. Bang.
And all the evidence of the contraption was gone by the time he came in.
Yeah, because she used flammable string.
I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camila, just the two of them.
So the little lady's mother died right in front of her.
Oh my, that's so horrible.
That's basically what you said.
Yeah!
Now you see why I wanted you to play Lynn.
Yeah.
Camila told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. It made an impossible move.
An impossible move. An impossible move.
Camila was a quiet little girl, but she was always good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption.
The first was, of course, the firing of that gun.
Right, that was an antique gun that I'd had on display for years.
It probably shouldn't have even been loaded.
Who knows why it was? So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design.
Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday.
And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid.
Cupid? I wonder what the heck how their bodies are reacting to all of this. Like, I mean...
It's no telling how this...
Unless this is happening in, like, literal seconds, they have to be reacting at least facially to this, and I wonder how everyone's else reacting to that.
Yeah, that'd be... I really want that explained, to be honest.
It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Somebody made a change to the contraption design and then manipulated it.
And they probably might have also loaded the gun. It probably wasn't loaded before, but somebody might have come in and loaded it later.
Probably.
I don't know what to say.
I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camila. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in.
Power adjustment to the scene.
What kind of adjustment?
The gun, of course!
The gun, huh? Come to think of it.
It wasn't there.
There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall.
Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption, but one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking.
So that gun really did shoot Alma.
I hid the gun before I went to the police.
You hid it.
I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective.
That's what's in the music box.
Yep, and that's why she can't get it open.
What? You mean...
And that detective still thinks it's a music box.
So that's what was in the box, huh?
I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into details.
Probably firing a few rounds into the corpse.
Yeah, or potentially just firing at, like, a tree or something else. He probably didn't want to traumatize his daughter even further.
Well, I mean, no, if you think about it the way that guns work, it would his gun is a different gun than the antique on the wall, so he would have to
and
shoot.
He also probably uses different bullets, so he probably would have had to shoot her again to make it look authentic. Oh god, these two people are so fucking traumatized.
Oh yes, so yeah, he had to put a bullet into Alma's corpse so that they wouldn't see whatever buckshot or whatever was in that gun inside the corpse, so it would be plausible that JOWD here shot her.
Okay, first off, 2 minutes realized, do autopsies still exist even back in this time period? Well, they have noticed the first bullet hole and the different type of ammunition and the different type of, hole.
I have no idea anymore. At this point, it's a believe it because that's what the plot demands.
Hey, look, buttholes!
When I was all done, I turned myself in.
And the powers of the dead.
It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of, even me. But tonight, you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before.
The powers of the dead, right?
That day, in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all of the mysteries.
Maybe not all. There's still a couple of other people who know about these powers. And we don't have to reread this because we read it last time.
Yeah. So Beauty can not only knows about these particular powers, but she can sense them. It's interesting if that's just like a weird quirk of her birth, or if she got those powers later on in her life.
It's a mystery for sure because JOWD seemed to get those powers after he already died once, but she doesn't have a core.
Well, that's great fanfic material.
At least she didn't the few times we've been in the ghost world around her. The kidnappers who abducted Camila knew about those powers.
This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was.
Detective JOWD.
There's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die?
And he disappears permanently, presumably back to heaven or wherever he.
Yeah, wherever he's set to go.
I'm sorry, I just got a weird idea.
Mm-hmm.
What if, like, this particular stuff, like, people who do, like, do gain those powers, what if one of the potential reasons for, and, like, without memories of their former life, what if one of the potential ways for them, reasons for that to happen, is so that way, like, bad people or people like that get a chance to redeem themselves in a way before they actually get judged?
That's a nice possibility. I'm sorry to say we won't get to see that in practice here.
I know, because, I mean, that probably might not be the best thing for this game, but still, it's an interesting thought.
Mm-hmm. And back.
Detective JOWD, is what you told us just now true? I really know. He didn't say jack shit!
Yeah. Yes, of course.
In that case, there's still time.
Still time.
Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective JOWD, and of course, little Camila wouldn't either. Camilla's probably over there like, what the fuck?
Yeah, probably. So sorry.
So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm going to prove it. For Camila's sake. Seriously, everybody else there must be going like, what are they talking about? They said nothing. Why are they talking about his daughter? What the heck?
Yeah, I got a feeling that the Land of the Dead thing happens, like, in a split second, like the quickest spark of a neuron in the brain, because, like, that's the only way we could explain why time hasn't exactly passed.
Well, I mean, some time has passed, so it's probably only been a few seconds if it does only happen, like, you know, like, in the time of a neuron, and, again, the Land of the Dead might be slightly offset from our own time, seeing as what happens every time we go to there when we're in, like, this world, transfer over.
Mm-hmm.
So, for all we know, time might very well have greatly slowed or stopped instead of, not just taking time to take for a normal conversation, but time just greatly slowed or stopped while we were there.
Yeah. Kind of like that movie Clock Stoppers.
Mm.
You should see that if you haven't. It's a really good movie. Anyway.
That sounds wonderful!
Thank you, Detective JOWD.
Lynn, where's that music box now?
And Temsick Park. Camila left it there.
That gun is important evidence. You'd better go pick it up.
I would love to see a fanfic exploring what the heck everyone else is thinking while all this is going on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I'll go get it. But prepare to search the whole damn park. Sissel, take care of Detective JOWD. She's going to die again. She's going to die again. I'm calling it now. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side.
And yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say. Just don't look up that fanfiction yet. There's still a few more things that you ought to see first.
I'm gonna go look up the TV show page after we're done with the game because I want to see all that stuff. I'm not going to look anything up about it until we're done with the game.
Good.
What's going on? Tell me the deal. Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something. But you're in our custody, don't forget.
He jumps out the window.
Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat just for you, baby. Then I guess we'd better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend.
Your audio is kind of freezing up in for everybody in the video.
It's probably only on Discord because OBS seems to be working just fine.
Yeah, on my side you're lagging a little bit. Just want to let you know.
Ah, frick! I missed some dialogue. Anyway,
And that's all there is to it. I see, my old friend, in more ways than one. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? The order still stands.
Damn it.
Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement.
He's just going to try to escape again. Do they really think we're able to stop him? He's jacked.
he's like a tank.
As you wish, Your Excellency.
I think he's mocking the minister.
Oh yes.
Please don't bow down to me. And especially not that low!
He is flexible as all get out.
Yeah.
In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yes, sir!
That's an interesting looking chair.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently his cape is just... Is his coat just facing through it, or is it splitting?
Some coats like that have a split in the back.
Yeah, true.
The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate?
I think I can make that happen.
I was thinking to jump out the window.
Who knows? We may be on the 3rd floor.
And it would be like trees and stuff for him to climb down. Or shimmy down.
I think now it's time to go to Rhonda's apartment. Also, I've gotta make a small adjustment to the recording because I have it set on the wrong thing.
Will that screw up the recording?
Probably gonna stop recording just for this brief moment. And we're recording again, just as I thought. This little girl is safe in her bed.
Oh, so she had her choice somewhere else in the house.
Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. This is the last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire of a sad fate lit a. That is not English. This is the last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in JOWD's heart, and the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. That was poorly translated. I'm getting strange premonition. Everything that's happened so far tonight has related back to me in some way. And I bet this mistaken written abduction does too.
This got me interesting. The thought that maybe all this might and probably is your fault.
Yeah. So anyway, that does it for this episode of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. If you liked it, leave me a like. If you're new around here, subscribe. Tara and I will see you next time.
Oh yeah, I'm JFK from Clone High, and I am telling you to subscribe to the Geeky Skunk Gamer and his friends, JOWD 2000 and Luigi Fan 891.